Hello and welcome to the show. Well, today you're certainly in for a treat because today's guest is a force in beauty and transformation. Dr. Jordi Bostock is an entrepreneur, author, industry leader whose message, change your hair, change your life, has inspired thousands to rediscover confidence from the inside out. With more than 35 years of experience, she's built a brand that blends artistry, psychology, and technology through her company, Bostock Hair, LLC. She's also the founder of Success Sisters magazine and the author of several empowering books. Dr. Jordi Bostock, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Chris. It's so awesome to be on your show.
Absolutely. You know, I've known you for a long time, and I've seen you do a lot of great things to really help instill confidence and empower people to help them to move forward. This latest project, you know what? I'm really excited to hear about it. I know you've only done a few interviews. You didn't come to me first, but that's okay. You've only done a few interviews. So let's talk about what inspired this particular brand and product for you.
Well, I've done a lot of things in my career, as you know, but the foundation has always been hair, actually. Yeah. So I've been doing non-surgical hair replacement and been in the hair industry for 35 years, even though I don't look it.
Yes. You started at 10, right?
Yes. And over time, I started to realize and notice the psychology behind the impact of hair or not having hair, you know. So doing non-surgical hair replacement, I have clients who are bald completely or pattern baldness, all different forms of hair loss. And when I do the hair ad, it's like night and day. You know what I mean? I can literally watch a person get out of depression almost instantly when they see a look that they recognize and feel good about. Mm-hmm. So I started just thinking just in general of my whole career experience, just doing transformational looks, that we can intentionally use this psychology to our advantage. Yeah. So that's primarily what I'm talking about in the book.
Wow. So when you talk about, you know, change your hair, change your life, I mean, that's such a powerful statement, and you may have already kind of alluded to it. Yeah. But I guess, what inspired you to use that particular title, if you will?
Well, because I want people to get ahead of the psychology of hair. For example, if you are depressed, then 10 to 1, you know, you're going to be manifesting all signs of depression, whether it's how you dress and carry yourself. But you can kind of trigger yourself back to healthier thoughts just by doing your hair. And sometimes doing your hair could be something as simple as getting a nice clean ponytail, nothing fancy. You could throw on a wig. But if I go further, for men, when they're losing their hair, it can affect everything, including their income. For example, when you go to work for an interview, you may not be putting forth your authentic self because you're thinking everybody's looking at your hair. Yeah. Seriously, like this is what I've heard from so many of my clients. And first of all, no one is looking at your hair, like nobody cares. But then again, they do care unconsciously, which goes to my next thing, where if you're trying to go for like a CEO position, this is male or female, you may look good on the resume, but your hair could be working against you. Your hair may not look strong enough. And so it's affecting your overall appearance that is sending a subtle unconscious cue to yourself and everyone around you that you're not quite it for that position. So you can turn around and get a power hairdo that will resonate with your resume. So how much more money could you be making if you felt more confident in negotiations, more confident showing up and not even thinking about it because it's already taken care of?
You're absolutely right. I mean, confidence is key, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, because again, it shows, particularly in an interview setting, if you're not confident in what you're saying and it shows in your appearance and you're shrinking down because again, you're concerned about your hair or something of that nature, it certainly could, you know, hinder you from making the account of the money that you desire to make.
Absolutely. And like reason. With women, now this is a funny thing where if you, like, say, for example, a woman who wants to get married, right? Yeah. And she may not have the right hair. Mm-hmm. And I say, you need what I call wifey hair. Okay. You're like, what's...
I was going to say, you got to explain that.
Right, what's wifey hair? Well, over my years of experience, I've discovered that wifey hair would simply be more natural, calmer, simple, touchable hair.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Okay.
But someone like me who is actually single, and I told you not to talk about it, but here I'm talking about it.
There you go. But you're talking about it in your own way.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So sometimes my hair is way more stylish, more edgy,
Okay.
but I'm doing it because of my profession. So I'm aligning with the profession.
There you go.
But if I was looking for trying to appeal to a man in terms of getting married, I would probably wear my natural hair and don't wear a wig.
Okay.
I
Okay.
often wear wigs and weave, but I would just take it off and just go natural.
Okay.
And it's funny because when I see women that are married, they look so boring to me.
Well, okay.
No, I mean, in terms of style, very conservative, boring,
So do
nothing
you ever approach any of
jazzy.
those women to say, you know what, I have a look that I think will fit you just a little bit better than what you're currently wearing?
I will never do that.
I guess that can come across as insulting.
That's dangerous. No,
you're
you
right.
can't do that.
But you're from New York. I mean, come on.
Nah,
you know?
well, if they ask me, then, when I lived in LA, I used to be an image consultant while I was doing hair and everything. So
Okay.
that would be a point when I would make the suggestion, or if you ask me. But I just look and I just be like, what did he see in her? What is it?
Because she had the edgy hair while she was single.
No, it wasn't the edgy hair. She was safe. I think sometimes that's what men are looking for. You tell me if I'm wrong. It's like I want to know.
I've been married so long, I haven't
I
looked.
know.
I don't even see another woman. My wife is the only woman in the world.
Well, you can't think back to when you met her. We're talking
We're
about your
14
wife.
years old.
Well, okay. Oh yeah. She had wifey here back.
See, I'm not the best example. So go on to the next question. Now, you have built an empire that merges artistry, psychology, and technology.
Yes.
So it brings me to the question, can you share how AI and innovation are changing the hair industry today? Because AI is taking over everything. Is it affecting the hair industry in some way?
Absolutely. So I'm fortunate to be one of the few companies in the country that's incorporating the AI technology into my online store. How it helps people is, it helps you put the power back in your hands to be able to customize your look a lot better, especially if you're not knowledgeable about hair. For example, if you went on my site, you can simply take a picture, and from the picture, the AI will determine what size your unit should be. It will also tell you what color the base should look like to match your head, your scalp. And then you also can ask the AI assistant anything. Like I put in as much information that I know into it, and it also has its own information. So it will answer almost anything. So yeah, so you could be like, well, what do you suggest? I'm looking for kinky curly hair, and they'll pull up a whole bunch of suggestions. I recommend this, and this is why. And well, tell me about the hair grades. It will tell you about the hair. It tells you everything.
Wow. So you get a whole tutorial.
You get whatever.
Just by taking a picture and submitting it to your site. And well, that's male and female, correct?
No, this is just the female side. I haven't incorporated with the men yet.
Okay. Because I was going to say, you can tell me how to, this balding that's going on up here, you can tell me how to correct that. But it's just for women right now.
It's just for women right now.
Okay.
So,
and that's Caucasian women, African-American women?
Oh, yeah. That's the thing, too. I'm glad you mentioned that, because it's also been my experience that although almost every wig site has hair for all nationalities, because of the marketing, it looks like it's segregated. Yeah. But on my platform, I integrated everyone. So it's clear that I have hair for everyone.
Wow. So let's talk about your journey from stylist to CEO and now even author as well. I mean, it's been incredible. So what moment or decision do you feel shifted everything for you?
It shifted for me when I needed creative control.
Yeah.
And I really love hair. I've always loved hair since I was a little girl. And I just keep growing in the field. But a lot of times when you work for someone, they have their set standards, what they want to do, and they plateau. They stay there, and God forbid you give something new. So I don't have time for that. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm on to the next thing. So yeah, that's why I've already incorporated the AI technology, because I want to empower my customers and my clients to be able to achieve whatever look they want, and I want people, especially that are suffering from hair loss, to feel comfortable wearing hair. Everybody's wearing it, especially men. Everyone is wearing it. It just looks so good that you don't know that they are.
Yeah. And you touched about it. You talked about the hair loss, and many times, many women suffer hair loss in silence.
Yeah.
And talk about how you guys are not just, again, when you help to restore the hair, you're not just restoring the hair itself, but you're restoring self-confidence and self-esteem and identity and all those things that are associated,
and
that
peace
many
of
women
mind.
associated with their hair.
Peace of mind, like what I was saying, to the point where you're not constantly thinking about, is anyone looking at my hair and judging me for it? So I don't want people to feel that. It's just, think of it like this is just something else that you're doing. Like if you would color your hair, if you would wear a hat, that's your decision for your look. And that's your own personal preference, nothing to be ashamed about.
Yeah. So we talked about this a moment ago. We talked about you being single, but you've also written a book about single on purpose and I'm married on purpose.
Yes.
I guess, what have those experiences taught you about love, purpose, and personal growth?
Well, what I've learned in writing those books, where I got the inspiration from my own walk with the Lord and my relational status. So where I am today, I'm in such a great place because Jesus really is Lord over my life. Like he can tell me what to do, and he does. And I realize my life is not my own. So I'm just living out my purpose, and I'm being in my most feminine, actually, where I receive. So when the right one comes along, I'm open to it. But in the meantime, I'm busy.
Yeah. Taking care of business.
Yeah. And I'm satisfied. So I don't feel like, life has cheated me or I'm missing something. I feel that God doesn't make mistakes. He knows, and he said this: I will not withhold any good thing from the upright. Yeah. So my job is to be upright, and that's what I am. And so if I, being upright, that today God has not provided a husband, then is something not good about me having one right now. So I rest in that. Like, God doesn't make mistakes. He knows when it's time, and I trust that, because believe me, my timing hasn't worked. My choices haven't worked. It was a mess. So, we're on good terms, and I worked all of that out through the books.
Okay. So you touched about your faith. How has your spiritual journey shaped your leadership style in terms of running your business and how you conduct yourself as a leader, not just in your business, but also throughout the community and the work that you do?
The biggest thing is integrity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I am accountable to God, but I'm also accountable to the people that I serve.
Yeah.
And I also believe that you reap what you sow. So if I put out my best, that's what I'm going to get back, even if I don't get it back from the people I just served.
Yeah.
I get it back. There's no loss.
What do you say to young women who see you? I mean, they see you look beautiful, you've got great products that help to enhance the self-esteem of other women. But what do you say to that young woman who may be struggling with her self-esteem and her own identity and things of that nature?
That's a good question. First thing first, you have to get closer to God. Yeah. Because if you're feeling like that 10 to 1, you too focused on yourself, but in the wrong way, and you have the wrong thoughts. You have to go back in and get the right thoughts, and you get that through God. God taught me about love, and he told me that I was a luster at one point, and I couldn't believe it, because I thought, I was loving, because my interpretation was love was more like eros love, more affectionate, more, But God said, no, you have to love like I said. Love is patient. Love is kind. Da, da, da. And so I realized, like, when I got to the first one, like, okay, I'm not patient. I'm not, So God took a whole year walking me through those scriptures where I have to hold myself accountable, to make sure that I am patient, that I am kind. And when I started to walk that walk, I saw myself different. I saw other people different, And it's a humbling process when you do it right. And it's very simple. Just do exactly what God says. That's it. And your self-esteem will come because the light in you is going to emanate out of you, and it's going to change everything.
Wow. I think what you just said is key, because it goes back to the whole self-esteem and things of that nature starts from working on the inside.
Absolutely.
And then it shows up on the outside.
100%. Because a lot of people are really mirroring you. So if you don't like you, they're not going to like you.
Wow.
You're unsure, they're not going to be sure about you, you know? So it's like, oh, they think da 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 da. It's like, no, those are your thoughts. Yeah. You will never know what another person thinks. So if you think that they're thinking something, you got that thought from you.
I like it. You know, and you were talking about doing the work on the inside and having it to show up on the outside, but you also remind us that a simple change on the outside can also spark that transformation.
Right. It's a trigger.
So as simple as change your hair, change your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it brings us full circle.
Full circle. And, you know, sometimes that could even mean cutting your hair off.
Wow.
Because when you're going through a really hard time in your life, you have a whatever look that you have at that time could unconsciously be associated with that time period. So even when you get out of it, you still may be feeling that heaviness because the hair is reflecting back those old memories. So you may need to change your look so that you can change your life.
I'm really starting to suspect that you're using the hair thing really as a form of ministry, man, because I'm sensing the whole
you're
ministry.
On to me.
Really,
you're on to me.
I mean, like you said, it's truly about transforming not just your look, but that really transforming your life through your look, you know. Yeah.
It works hand in hand. You know, I even talk about Samson, you know, that he fell. He thought that his power was in his hair.
Yeah.
And we know that his hair got cut off. Yeah. But it was when his hair got cut off when he saw correctly.
Yes.
He started to see, you know, God clearer. He saw himself clearer, but the hair had to be cut. He got caught up in the wrong perception of the hair.
Right.
So that happens too.
Wow. So in closing, what's your word of encouragement to that person who may be looking at it incorrectly? Maybe they're looking at their hair in the wrong way, or, you know, maybe they just need some help. They feel like, you know what, I've really been thinking, what can I do differently? And I haven't quite figured that out. Maybe they're going to go and try the A out on your site, but talk about it.
I for that person, I want you to go back, think back to where you, before whatever hurt you, whatever got you to this dark point, how you were before, and try to find your way back to that. And then get excited about that journey. You know, the time when you did do your hair and your makeup and all of that, like, even if you don't have nowhere to go, get up and do it. Yeah. Change your hair. I guarantee you, when you do your hair, you gotta feel different. You just have to. When a man, we all know when men get their hair cut, they think they're cute. You know what I'm saying? They get this attitude. Name of Jesus.
You can't just generalize.
Okay,
like
I'm going
that.
to get back. You know it's true. My brother said men getting their hair cut is like women getting makeup, and I agree with that. You know, but women too. When we get our hair done, we get that extra, you know, little something. Yeah. We, you know, it's like, hey, I'm here, you know, and you need to do that for yourself. It is an outward expression of love. It is, even if that's the beginning of the work within, you can start that without, and it's easy.
You know what? I want to just thank you for coming on, because,
My
again,
pleasure.
your story and just seeing you, again, throughout the years, it's truly a testament to where, again, it's just having that stick-to-itiveness and just making sure that you're going to follow through on the things that you said you're going to do.
100%.
And really impact the lives of other people.
Yes.
And thank you for doing it, because it really is making a difference.
Thank you. And you and your foundation is doing the same thing. So, you know, we are in agreement with that. We're here to serve.
Yeah. So I want to encourage you, again, to be sure to go to our website, be sure to get her book as well, because, again, you can change your hair and change your life. So go and do it today. Until next time, take care of yourself.